One day, a young boy went to an ice cream parlor to buy his favorite flavor. When he reached in front of the parlor, he saw a young man with his shiny Lamborghini. Oh, maybe his father is rich, the boy thought. Still skeptical, the boy approached the man and asked, "Sir, what do you do for a living?" With a smile on his face, the young man replied, "I am an inventor." This little conversation changed the life of that young boy. He later grew up to be a self-made millionaire and wrote a book about his journey and experiences. That book is called The Millionaire Fastlane. Hey everyone, this is Noah and welcome to my channel. Millionaire Fastlane is a book on financial education and motivation. The book was written by MJ Demarco, who is a semi-retired entrepreneur, investor, and self-made multimillionaire. He also wrote two other books, The Great Rat Race Escape and Unscripted. Millionaire Fastlane has 6 key takeaways. These are the Great Deception, process, lanes, law of wealth, you, and your speed. So, what is the Great Deception? If you would have bought shares of Coca-Cola in 1980s, you would be a millionaire by now. If you invest in your retirement fund today, you will be a millionaire by 60. Author says these are all deception. Let's assume you invested $1,000 in 1980 in the shares of Coca-Cola. By 2024, it would be roughly $388,055 US. This is a lot of money. But the fact that $1,000 in 1980 wasn't that easy to have. Moreover, in 1980, you are a young man. So in 2024, you can barely stand. The same goes to retirement savings. Thereby, the promise of wealth by these investments is merely a deception because you can't really enjoy the fruit. In addition, there are many other factors that may ruin your investment plan. The second takeaway is understanding about the process. When we cook, we gather some ingredients and put them in certain order at particular ratio. Once all of these are done, you get a ready meal. The meal in this case is the event, whereas gathering and mixing all the ingredients is the process. DeMarco says it is the process that we must go through. Expecting a ready meal is foolish. He says in his book, wealth eludes most people because they are preoccupied with the events while disregarding the process. Without process, there is no event. Once you are ready to go through the process, you have to choose a lane. To gain wealth, you can follow 3 lanes. The first one is Sidewalk, then comes Slowlane, and the last and the most effective one is the fast lane. Well, Sidewalk isn't really a path to wealth. It's a way toward poorness. People who take Sidewalk spend whatever they earn on buying things they don't need. They forfeit the future for the present. The second group of people take the slow lane. They are disciplined and careful about their expenditure. They save money for future while living present in a frugal manner. Their money perception is such that money is scarce and every dime and dollar must be accounted for, budgeted and perilously saved. If I want to retire by 65 with millions, I have to ensure I don't squander my hard-earned money. Finally, there are people who ride in the first lane. These are the people who can automate their earnings and retire early. They are entrepreneurs, inventors, or in some cases, side hustle masters. Their money perception is completely different from any other people. These people think money is everywhere and it's extremely abundant. Money is a reflection of how many lives I have touched. Money reflects the value I have created. The next takeaway is the law of affection. The author says, to be a millionaire, we must affect millions. The rich people affected billions of people around the world, thereby they are billionaires. The law of affection is based on 5 commandments. If these commandments are violated, your business may fail to be considered as a first lane. The first commandment is the commandment of need. Author says that if you want to set up a business, it must be based on the need of the locality. If you set up a business which does not have much demand in the locality, you are destined to fail. The second commandment is the commandment of entry. Remember, if you can easily enter into a business, others can too as well. This makes the competition very fierce. So, you shouldn't choose a business which is open to all. The third one is control. If we are not in control of our business, it doesn't qualify as a fast lane. For example, I'm in a distribution business. I barely have any control on my business. I can only execute the decisions of my parent company. The fourth one is the commandment of scale. Imagine a new coffee shop near you. It can serve 100 cups a day. If the demand rises and they hire some new people, they may be able to serve 500 cups. But in a day, they may not go beyond that point. So the business won't be able to grow beyond a certain point. This business violates the commandment of scale. Your business should be such which is scalable. Last and most important one is time. If you are working a 9 to 5 job, you are there whether you have a job or not, whether you are doing something or not, then you are actually trading your hours for money. However, once you set up a business, the business is meant to be different. If your business is keeping you busy always, like you used to be busy in your job, then it is not actually a business. It is a job of some different form. Once you understand the deception, process, lanes, and law, it is time to prepare the most important element of the system, and that's you. Remember, your financial freedom depends on you. It revolves around you. Demarco says that to be successful, you are one of the key elements. He also says in his book, the will to persevere is often the difference between failure and success. Success means having the courage, the determination, and the will to become the person you believe you are meant to be. Finally, your speed. To gain your speed, the author suggests to play the game like a chess. This means you have to think in multiple dimensions. In this game of business, your idea is a pawn, your people is rook, the product is a knight, the customer service is the bishop, the marketing is the queen, but remember, execution is the king. So if you have a silly idea, that doesn't mean that your business will fail, because the idea does not matter much. What matters is the execution. And that's it. You have to understand the deception, be ready to go through the process. You have to choose the right lane. You must set up your business based on the commandments of wealth. Then push your accelerator. Of course, at the center of all, this is you. So you must grow yourself to have everything else in place. Demarco emphasizes that education is free. You must be hungry for it. The author mentioned that he spent hours in library to acquire knowledge. Once you will be able to do it, you will have good understanding of business and you will have better ideas. That's all about Millionaire Fastlane. Thank you for listening to me for so long. If you want similar contents in future, please like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Good luck.